When we first moved to Rwanda, we really just found out that the Rwandans have a dream, and it's a powerful dream, and it's a dream to educate their children and own a quality home. Then going along with that dream, we started to find that the government has a very compatible dream. The government's dream is to really have a viable middle class in Rwanda that would be a stable, not economically, but socially, so that peace and prosperity can continue here and thrive here for generations to come. Well, the core of a viable middle class is people owning a home and educating their children. But there's a third dream, and that's the dream that God has for the Rwandan people. And that dream is for them to have a relationship with Him through Jesus Christ. And that's a thing that, it's not a unique thing for Rwanda. God dreams that for every human. But when you put those three dreams together, they work in an incredible way, and it gives us a place to start to help the people of Rwanda. One of the keys to sustaining a viable middle class is the transference of wealth from one generation to the next. It's roads, schools, bridges, water systems, power systems. All those things have been paid for the most part, for generations that came before us. That's what needs to happen in Rwanda. And what they don't have, there really is not a way in Rwanda now to transfer wealth to the next generation. And so the home is a great example. Unfortunately, the housing industry here has no way of producing quality, durable homes. The people just haven't been trained to build homes to last. So basically what you have in Rwanda is some form of a mud structure. But when you get in a place like this where you get seasonal rains and things, everything here is a race against the rain that's going to deteriorate a mud home. The best you're going to get, if they do everything they can, cement, tin roof, things like that, you're going to get about a 10-year home. And so we're looking at really the poorest people on the planet, and they're going to spend about $5,000 to $10,000 building a little mud hut that's going to last them 5 to 10 years. So in their lifetime, the poorest people on the planet are going to spend $25,000 to $50,000 on a home. So they're incredibly responsible, incredibly hardworking, but all that investment at the end of their life is worth zero. None of that value transfers down to the next generation. So their kids, at best, if the country continues in its way of prosperity, at best, the kids just get to repeat that cycle over and over and over. And so through evaluating how we could help, what we realized was we really need to teach them from scratch how to build a home that will last. So when we're talking about kind of our brand of vocational training, I like to think of it as kind of a three-legged stool. And what sits on the stool is the particular vocation. It could be all kinds of vocations, but they need to sit on this three-legged stool if they're going to be viable and sustainable of entrepreneurship, business management, and English. That's the platform that will allow these vocations to build an economy. But when you have a three-legged stool, it needs to sit on something solid. And the foundation that our stool needs to sit on is the character of Jesus Christ. That's a generational solution. That's not something that you come in and with any amount of resources throw a quick fix on. And so what we really want is to invest our students so their children and their grandchildren and their grandchildren's grandchildren can become everything that God's dreamed for them to become.
Teaching skills is one thing, but teaching character is another thing. And it needs to be integrated in order for there to be the kind of servant leadership that we want to launch into Rwanda.
What we're about is helping the Rwandans do what they've already set their mind to do. So we're not doing anything for them. They don't want us to do that. They want us to come help them do it for themselves. But to do that, you have to be able to get the talent and the horsepower on the ground for a sustained, boots-on-the-ground presence. We're going to get you over in the train-the-trainer model. If you know how to do something, we're going to find somebody over there you can invest in and leave something behind of generational value.
What would make the greatest impact? We came up with 4 initiatives. 1 an English school, 1 a construction school, 1 a hotel and restaurant management school, and then a discipleship school. The English school was important because in Rwanda, the country is moving from a French-based language system to an English-based language system. Construction is important. There's no transference of wealth because homes don't last. The hotel and restaurant management school was one because we have a facility where we can actually practice having people in a hotel with a restaurant, but also tourism is the #1 industry in Rwanda. And so to be able to develop and launch entrepreneurs, Rwandan entrepreneurs, to develop that became a critical and strategic move. And then lastly was discipleship. Without building people in the character of Jesus Christ, you don't have a sustainable moral world. That's what we were moving forward to, and by getting this particular footprint of land and facilities, it gave us a launching pad to begin to do that. What we're going to teach are life skills using the Bible. And we're going to teach the fundamental life skills. We're going to teach Rwandans how to be a man, a Christian man, how to be a Christian woman, how to be married, how to raise children, how to work and serve their community, and how to share their faith.
When Jesus walked around this earth, he was a man that had clear vision. He was a man that had relentless integrity. And he was a man that had passion to help other people live a better life. And so when I say we're going to help our students live out the character of Jesus Christ, that's what we're going to do. We're going to help them have a clear vision, relentless integrity, and a passion to help others live a greater life.
But what we want to do is make a difference. As our byline says, we want to help Rwandans. We don't want to do it for them. We want to help Rwandans build a stronger Rwanda. But we really do believe we have a window. And the window is to get in and begin to build people of character who can do something for themselves at a high level. If we can make that beachhead work, we will have made a great contribution for our lifetime. But we would love to invite you to prayerfully consider being a part of this great adventure in Rwanda.